Welcome to another episode of Roll Up a Poet. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured. Alright, what we here on today, Mr. Roll Up?
About why she
We here on her today about this girl named Sakina Thompson murdering her ex-boyfriend's girlfriend. Alright, now this is short, so let's get right to it.
stabbed Kayla Hodgson to death inside of Hodgson's Tamarack home 3 years ago. Thompson told jurors she went to Hodgson's apartment uninvited to talk woman to woman about dating the same man. Thompson claims Hodgson attacked her.
Punching me.
Punching you where?
My face.
Where on your face? Point to it for us.
I don't remember, but everywhere on
You
my
don't
face.
remember where she was punching you in your face?
In my face.
I mean, this is why you killed her, right?
No.
Right?
No.
It's not?
No.
You didn't kill her because she was fighting you?
No, I killed her because she took the glass from the hookah and slashed me across my stomach.
Thompson says she was 2 months pregnant at the time. She says Hodgson cut her stomach with a piece of glass. Thompson grabbed the glass and then blacked out. She allegedly awoke to Hodgson dead on the floor. Gruesome autopsy photos of Hodgson's body show she was stabbed dozens of times.
I wasn't really walking over the blood, I was walking in the blood.
You walked in the blood?
Yes.
With what shoes?
The BB shoes. I changed my shoes.
Thompson admitted to changing into the victim's clothes, cleaning up some of the crime scene, and being too scared to call police. She also threw evidence in the trash.
No, she's getting close enough because my jacket was cut up.
Okay, your jacket was cut up.
My jacket was cut up.
Okay, and what'd you do with that jacket?
Threw it away.
In the months leading up to the killing, Thompson admitted to getting upset when Hodgson blocked her on social media. The state says she was upset enough to kill.
You wrote her on IG, and she, in fact, ignored your message initially, correct?
Correct.
And that made you angry.
Correct.
State
Alright, y'all heard that, right? Okay. Now, this is why I gave y'all the short, because if y'all look at the case, all of the stories on it is real long. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like no little 2-3 minute clip like I be giving y'all. Y'all know I give y'all the short version so we can get that shit over and move on. You know what I'm saying? But they don't got no short versions of this case. Everything is like 10 minutes or better. You know what I'm saying? So I said, fuck all that. I ended up finding the short on it, got straight to the point, right? How about that? Now, let me give y'all my commentary on it, okay? All right, so let's go ahead. Let's break all this shit down. Let's start from the top. Like, how did this shit even happen anyway, right? Okay, so starting from the top, the girl y'all seen that was on the stand, her name's Sakina Thompson. She is from New York. She had a boyfriend that she was madly in love with, right? They was getting into it, arguing, fighting, that toxic love type shit, blah, 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 right? Dude ended up getting tired, right? And he broke up with her. He broke up with her and he ended up going to Florida, Miami, I guess, somewhere around that area. And he met him a new girlfriend, right? Which was this woman named Kayla. Uh, what was her last name? I don't remember. Her name Kayla, right? So the ex-boyfriend met him a new girlfriend out there in Florida named Kayla, right? Well, the girl Sakina got wind of it and she didn't like the situation. So she get to stalking the girl, the new girl, Kayla, right? So she writing her on social media, all type of shit, right? Basically telling her like, leave my man alone, blah, 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 blah. Now, mind you, this is Sakina's ex-boyfriend, but she on that tip. She like, this my man. So she tripping on the new girlfriend about her ex-boyfriend, right? So with all that being said, the new girlfriend, Kayla, blocked Sakina, the girl which is on the stand, right? She blocked her. When Kayla blocked Sakina, Sakina hopped on a flight from New York to Florida. Yes. So she traveled what? Anywhere from like 1,000 to 2,000 miles from the deep East Coast all the way to the dirty South to confront this girl about her ex-boyfriend, right? So she get down there. She even had got a hotel room for a few days, right? So she got this hotel room. She basically casing this woman out. She casing out Kayla type shit. Now, how did she get her location? I don't know. Maybe she was stalking the boyfriend, probably caught the boyfriend going on over there. Boom, that's how she found out. Now, this was an apartment building that the girl Kayla was staying in. So, like I said, what I'm thinking is she probably was stalking the boyfriend, caught the boyfriend going over there, and that's how she got her loan. That's what I'm thinking, right? Anyway, she stayed in a hotel for a couple of days, casing out the situation. She decided one day to pop up at 5 a.m. at Kayla's doorstep, right? As you can see in the video footage, she had on a mask and everything, right? So when she pop up to her place, she got the mask on, all of this shit, right? She knocking on the door. Kayla opened the door. Story is that Kayla let her in. When she came in, they got to arguing, and then boom, supposedly Kayla was the aggressor, and she pulled out a hookah or whatever and slashed her in the stomach and all of this shit. With that happening, with them tussling, Sakina ended up grabbing the whatever the glass that was shattered from the hookah and stabbed Kayla to death with it, right? Okay, that's Sakina's story, right? With that being said, after that, she called herself trying to clean up the blood with some Lysol and some wipes. But it was just too much blood, so she decided to go into Kayla's clothing and change out her clothes and put on Kayla's clothing. From the clothes to the shoes, she changed out everything and walked up out of there in Kayla's clothing. The same woman she just killed in her own apartment, she put on all her clothing and walked out of there. You know what I'm saying? Okay, that's the story, right? Okay, now we got all that understood. So let me give y'all my thoughts on this. You know what I'm saying? Coming from a criminal's mind, right? Okay. So what I think happened was with this girl Sakina. She from New York. I think they said she from Queens. So you know she from the hood. So she straight up hood rat. You know what I'm saying? She on that tip with her boyfriend, going back and forth with him all of that type of time, right? The boyfriend got tired of this shit. He left her alone. He went to Miami, found him a new girl. He probably was all on Instagram flexing with his new chick, all of that, right? And this is how Sakina caught up with the shit. So she decided to start hopping in the girl DM. Leave my man alone before I fuck you up, woo woo type shit. You know what I'm saying? The girl Kayla blocked her. Bitch, fuck you. You done. What the fuck you thought? He got him a real winner now. Peace out. Boop. That's it. Well, Sakina is mad about this shit. She that fucking mad that she gonna travel from New York to Miami to go holler at this girl about this shit, right? So when she go ahead and she travel and get down there, when she get there, she found out her location and she went to her spot at 5 a.m. Why did she go to her spot at 5 a.m.? This is a criminal's mind thinking. Everybody is asleep, so ain't nobody gonna see her coming in or going out. You know what I'm saying? This is why she decided to show up at 5 a.m. because everybody's asleep, the streets is quiet. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is well rested at this point. You know what I'm saying? So this is when she pop up. When she pop up, what I believe is she probably was at the door telling Kayla from the other side that she maintenance and that she might need to come in and, fix something or tidy up something, blah, blah, blah. Mind you, this is an apartment complex. You know what I'm saying? So maintenance do that type of shit. So what I think is Kayla opened the door thinking she was maintenance and Sakina came in, got to going crazy on her. They probably had a little argument before the shit happened. Probably did have a little tussle. And then Sakina pulled out her knife and stabbed her to death. That's what I believe what happened. Okay, now, why is all that? She threw away her clothes that she originally had on, and she threw away the actual murder weapon. So that tells me that she came with the weapon. Her defense is that Kayla had this hookah and the glass broke and she slashed her in the stomach with it and she too much pregnant and all of this shit, right? Okay, if you 2 months pregnant, why is you flying halfway across the country to go argue with a woman about your ex-boyfriend? You know what I'm saying? So I know that shit false. That's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Nah, what I said with her doing what she did, right? She left the scene and went on about her business. Well, as you know, it's a new day and age. Cameras are everywhere. You're not getting away with shit, especially not in no place like Miami. Like, come on, man. All the ballers is down there. All the Lambo drivers, the Ferrari drivers, you know what I'm saying? The Rolls Royce drivers, they live out there. You know what I'm saying? They on Sunset Boulevard all day long. Like, come on, man. This is Miami we talking about. So you're not about to just go down there and just do some shit like shit sweet and just get away with it. Come on, man. This ain't New York. Your ass tweaking. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, she went down there, she pulled a move, thought she was gonna get away with it. Well, with cameras being everywhere, cameras caught her getting off the plane, going to her hotel, coming to Kayla's apartment, leaving Kayla's apartment. Not only that, one of the residents that lived at the apartment had a ring camera on their door that caught that caught Sakina at Kayla's door. So Sakina was caught all around the board. And with her catching that flight, that basically solidified everything. Because you know, when you catch a flight, you got to use your ID. So they see her getting off the damn plane and all of this shit. Like, come on, man, your ass caught. Well, also what they said is that they had DNA evidence. This is also why she got caught. Not only they got her on camera, but they got DNA evidence. Where they get DNA evidence from, Mr. Roll Up? Well, you do know that your hair follicles fall out every 5 to 10 seconds. Your hair follicles just constantly falling off of you. That's how you get all this dead hair and all of that type of shit, right? Your hair follicles constantly falling. So they probably didn't found hair follicles. As you can see, she got long, beautiful jet black hair. You know what I'm saying? All of that hair you seen on that testimony that she was giving, that's her real hair. You know what I'm saying? So you know some of that hair was left at the scene, right? Also, what they got behind it is sweat. So if she in there tussling, fighting with Kayla, guess what? Her blood boiling. Her blood pressure is building up. So that's causing her to sweat. It might not be actual big ass sweat drops coming off her face, but when you building up blood pressure, you sweat. You know what I'm saying? And they got all type of ballistics and shit that will find that shit. You know what I'm saying? On the floor, on the table, any damn where. You know what I'm saying? So this girl Sakina, she was cooked from the beginning. Little did she know. But she thought she was about to go out there and stand on business. You know, probably send a message to her boyfriend, ex-boyfriend. Hey, it's us to the world blow. You know what I'm saying? That's probably what the message that she was trying to send her boyfriend. But little did she know, she booked herself on a fucking murder. How about that? So when they came and got her, guess what she did? She admitted to it. She admitted that she was jealous of their relationship. She admitted that she took that flight out there to confront her. And she admitted that she killed her. Now, and her defense was Kayla started the tussling with her. Here's where you wrong at. You don't go up in somebody's shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't believe that Kayla started with her. I believe she started everything, and that's why she pulled out a knife and killed this woman. You know what I'm saying? But trying to lie and say it was the glass from the hookah and all, like, man, you a fucking liar. And not only that, as y'all seen, it said that Kayla was stabbed dozens of times. Dozens. Do you know a dozen is 12? So if she was stabbed dozens of times, that means she was stabbed anywhere from probably 20 to 30 times. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. So Sakina was just letting her have it. You know what I'm saying? Out cold. All right. Now we got all that out the way. So now Sakina is booked. She is in jail. That's that. Well, she got sentenced, right? What did she get sentenced to, Mr. Roll Up? Life in prison with no possibility of parole, right? So she is done for. All right, now we got all that out the way. Let's go behind the walls. Let's do this behind the wall talk. Y'all know how I do it. Let's get into this prison talk now because this is what she about to be experiencing for the rest of her life, right? So let's go there. All right. Now after they booked her is after she heard them tell her, yes, you got life in prison with no possibility of parole. Do you know her heart dropped? Literally, it dropped. You know what I'm saying? She can't believe what she heard. Now, yeah, they probably was telling her, it's a possibility you can get life, but you might not. You might get 20 years or something like that. But we don't know what we gonna get sentenced to until the judge slams that gavel. And that's exactly what happened. The judge said, hey, this is a heinous crime, and I don't believe you need to get out. Life in prison. So her heart dropped right there. After that, when they took her to the back, do you know what happened from there? She started regretting it. She can't believe what she did. She wished she wouldn't have had never did what she did. She wished she would have moved on with her life. She regretting everything that she did, right? But it's too late now. You know what I'm saying? You did what you did. It's over with. Nah, let me bag it up a little bit. With her taking that flight, she done passed up what? A good 5 to 10 states? As you can see, Sakina wasn't no ugly girl. And she had long, natural, beautiful hair with no makeup. That was her, natural. As you seen, she was natural. She could have lost anywhere from about 15 to 30 pounds and she would have been a baddie in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? She a beautiful woman with long natural hair. She didn't have to wear no weave, no makeup, none of that shit. She was just a natural beauty. So all of them damn states that she passed over, she could have stopped at any one of them states and could have got any man she wanted, just being natural. And like I said, she would have trimmed off a couple of pounds. Man, she would have been a baddie, man. Like for real, she could have had damn near any nigga she wanted, man. But she threw her life away for an ex-boyfriend that left her alone. Not that she left alone for a nigga that left her alone. That's just crazy, man. It's crazy. Especially when you a natural beauty. You can have whoever you want, what type of time you want, You took that trip to Miami, you could have just laid up on the beach. You took that trip there and you had got a hotel room for a couple of days. So you was already out there in the mix for a couple of days. You could have just laid up on the beach and somebody would have ran up on you. You could have went to one of them little nightclubs, somebody would have ran up on you. Like, come on now. I'm not saying she top notch or nothing like that, but she definitely could have got picked up. Like, come on, man. Let's just be 100, man. How many of these beautiful ass women you see when they get locked up and they take that makeup and the lace fronts and all that, when they take all that shit off, they asses be hit. Like, what the fuck? This what this bitch look like without all the makeup and shit? Nah, Sakina, she natural and still look good. So even if she did put on any giddy up or anything, she would have been a baddie. Like I said, she could have lost 15 to 30 pounds, man. She would have killed the game, man. She would have been up there. She would be in the ranks to have damn near anybody she wanted. You know what I'm saying? But she threw it away for a nigga that didn't even want it. Now let's speak on the guy. I only seen one picture of him. No Diddy, no homo. Y'all know I don't rock like that. But a spade is a spade, right? Dog wasn't no looker. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand why she crashed out like that. Well, let's put it like this. Maybe Miss Roll Up do know why she crashed out. Let me give y'all my thought of why she probably did. The dick was good. Yeah. Ain't that how it usually go? These women be dickmatized. You know what I'm saying? Well, let me say this. Now that you're in prison for crashing out over that dick, now it's a possibility your family members might want to see what his dick game about. Your friends might want to see what his dick game about. And it ain't gonna be nothing you can do about it. Cause you're in prison for the rest of your life. All of this is coming with her regret. This is the regretting process. Because now she understands that this is what she up against. Her own kind might want to see what that dick like. Well, damn, Sakina crashed out over that dick shit. Why don't I check it out? Why don't I see what it's about? You know what I'm saying? Gotta be something. She's spending the rest of her life in prison behind it. It got to be hitting on something. Sakina ain't gonna never know, and she ain't gonna be able to do nothing about it. And guess what? In his retaliation, he can turn around and hit them just because this crazy bitch killed his girlfriend for no fucking reason. You know what I'm saying? So that could work on both sides. That could work on the ex-boyfriend side, and that could work on the family and friend side. Who knows? But this is the regretting process because she know that this is what she up against. You know what I'm saying? Now, let's go a little further behind the walls. We got to the regretting process. Let's go a little further now. Now she about to go to level 4 that I always tell y'all about, the 23 and 1. So now she about to sit in that cell for 23 hours with a Damon or a Green Mile. What is the woman's prison? So let's put a little remix on it. The Demona and the Pink Mile. She in the cell with one of them now, right? And if she ain't in the cell with one of them right now, she gonna be in the cell with one of them. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. This prison. You know what I'm saying? Every third or fourth person is a damn Damon or a Green Mile or a Demona and a Pink Mile, right? Well, she gonna be in the cell with one of them type of chicks. And you know what that girl gonna look at her like? Damn, you actually pretty for real. Natural. You know what I'm saying? And this all your real hair? Oh yeah, you my bitch now. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? When that Demona or that Pink Mile find out what she in there for, oh, you all a jealous bitch, huh? You killed your ex-boyfriend's girlfriend over jealousy. Well, you need to know that I'm jealous too. So watch this. When the yard break, we gonna walk around the yard and you gonna hold my pocket. And I'm gonna hold your pocket. I'm gonna let everybody know you my bitch. This how jealous I am. So now the same play that she tried to run on Kayla, rest in peace to that woman, that same play gonna get ran on her for the rest of her life behind the walls. And it ain't gonna be nothing she can do about it. You know what I'm saying? Let me say this too, right? In men's prison, it's a thing called a fifi, right? A fifi is like a pocket pussy. It's like a fake pussy. Niggas in prison know how to make these fake pussies, and they call fifis, right? So what you think they do in the women's prison? They got fake dildos. You know what I'm saying? So you could please believe that Demona or that Pink Mile gonna probably have a 20-inch dildo ready for Sakina ass. She gonna tear them walls up and she gonna tear that booty hole up. And Sakina got to deal with this for the rest of her life. For what? Nothing. So, moral of the story behind all of this, right? The lesson that need to be learned behind this, right? As a man or as a woman, if you got somebody that you dealing with and you so madly in love with them and, they don't want to deal with you no more, whatever the case is, just let it go. Hold that hill. Let it go. You know what I'm saying? Just move on. Life gets greater later. You know what I'm saying? You're going to learn a lesson from that relationship. It might not be today, it might not be tomorrow. But guess what? You're going to wake up one day, you're going to be like, damn, I really was head over heels for that person. I wouldn't fucking spare that motherfucker a penny now. You know what I'm saying? As an example, you know? So don't go and crash out thinking that what you doing is going to win back the person that broke up with you. It's not. Even if you is to get away with the situation, that person that you trying to win back, they not gonna come back to you. Even if you do whack somebody for them or whatever the case is, they not gonna be like, oh, you know what? You killed this person for me. Let's get back together. Like, hell no, that ain't gonna fucking happen. If anything, that's gonna draw that person further away from you. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, that might actually have that person call the police on your ass. Like, do you know that she called me or he called me and admitted that he or she killed my spouse or my girlfriend, my boyfriend, and put your ass in prison? Even if you do get away with the shit, and then you turn around and try and tell your ex, hey, I got rid of that motherfucker for you. Your ex gonna call the hook on you any damn way. So your best bet is just to let that shit go and move on with your life. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you're gonna look back on it one day. You might end up getting with somebody better later on and look back on that situation like, damn, I was ready to crash out for this shit. Now look at my life. I got somebody in my life that got money, that got patience, respect, loyalty, love, everything for me. We got a family now. We living in a nice big house. You know what I'm saying? We got businesses. Like, your whole life can change just like that. You know what I'm saying? So again, the lesson is don't ever crash out over nobody. Nobody. Everybody is their own individual human. And it's a thing called nature. You know what I'm saying? If somebody move on from you, guess what? That means it's time for you to move on to somebody else. It is too many people out here to lose your life over one person. You know what I'm saying? How about that? It's been another episode of Roll Up a Poet. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured.